I am so glad for everyone who have joined us today. I am so glad and appreciate your patience with our technical difficulty that we had so far. But I am excited to be here. This is my very first podcast. This is the very first episode of Unmasking the Blueprint. And our brand for today is Unique Collaborations. And Unique Collaborations is a book program that helps new authors and authors write their book in just 30 days. And then they coined the brand Unique Collaborations Book Projects. And it's a form of writing by a group of authors with one author started off, and then it go from chapter to chapter, and then each author passed the pen to the next author, and they continue to build character and drama as the book continues. And then the last author, they do the conclusion, and then each author is responsible for so many words. Can y'all hear me? Hey guys, hey Alexis, hey Nicole. I'm so glad that y'all are here. And so Unique Collaborations, I like to introduce the person behind the brand, and the person behind this brand is your girl, Raychell Penns. I did not honestly plan on myself being the first brand on my show. I had actually reached out to a comedian who I thought would be super amazing to be the first person on my show, and she said she declined. She said that she was busy and she was unable to be a part of the show. And at first I was a little bit discouraged, and I was like, you know what? Who else is better than me? Right? These are nuggets. There is nobody better than you. You are the best that there is. And so I decided I have multi-brands. And so I decided my brand, Unique Collaboration, will be the first episode. And then you're about to meet the authors. And they are the first authors of Unique Collaboration. So tonight is the first of like so many different things. And so I'm about to bring on Miss Nikki Garrett, Mr. Greg Willson. I am so happy to have you guys on the show.
Oh, we're happy to be here. Hey, everyone.
I am so glad that y'all are here. And so, Miss Nikki Garrett, tell us a little bit. Tell the listeners a fun fact about yourself.
So, a fun fact about me. First, I love to read and eat. That's my favorite hobby.
Okay.
But the real fun fact is, y'all, I'm scared of cats. So if y'all have cats and y'all don't want me to come to your house, just tell me, because I ain't coming.
Is this your first book?
It is. I have always wanted to write a book. And so I thank you for this opportunity. It was amazing. A little bit scary, but amazing. I loved it.
It was a little bit scary. So are you a mom?
Yes, I have 3 adult children, and I have 2 grandbabies that I simply adore and love to spoil.
Okay. So this was your first time writing. Do you have a job? You work, right?
Yes, I work full-time at a hospital.
Exactly. So even people who have jobs, kids, and grandbabies can write a book, right?
Of course. Yeah,
Exactly.
And it actually takes you out of your comfort zone.
Is there something that you would like to tell us about? Is there one thing that you like really enjoyed about this process?
So I love the fact that we didn't know the chapter ahead of us, and you had to wait till the person in front of you wrote. That was the little scary part for me, because I was like, Oh my God, I hope my chapter is as good as theirs. But just to collaborate your thoughts with their thoughts and to see how the book just all came together from several different individual people with different, lifestyles, walks of life. And I just love the book. So everybody, when it comes out, I need you to go and get it.
And so, what's the name of the book?
Love, Lies, Deceit. Did I get
Love
that right?
lies, death, and love lies, deceit, and death.
Yes.
And
Oh, so
so,
I want to tell y'all this. After reading the complete book, I was riding home from work one day, and I envisioned that our book was like a Lifetime movie, like a TV show.
yes, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so we would have loved to have showed y'all the graphics of our book, and we would love to have given you the link to our book. But our book right now is in editing, and then we haven't all agreed on a book cover yet. So as soon as that's out, regardless of who is on this show, I am going to promote their book on this show and send y'all the link so that y'all will be able to follow these wonderful people. And so, Greg Willson, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to be here.
Let me tell y'all a secret about this guy. When
Hold
he
on now.
wrote his chapter, he caused people was inboxing me like, "Oh my God, did you read his chapter?" And I was like, "Not yet." They're like, "Oh my God, it's so good. I don't want to go next. I don't want to go next." I'm like, "Oh, you're going next. You're going next, and you're gonna beat his chapter." But he is amazing, amazing, amazing. What's a fun fact about you?
You know what? So I'm half Japanese. That's probably the first thing that people want to know, because I guess growing up in Lamarck, we were all different, but I kind of stuck out a little bit. But I ride motorcycles, and unfortunately, for my close family and loved ones, I tend to ride without a helmet every now and then.
Oh goodness.
Um, I try not to do it here in Houston. I try to, get out in the country a little bit, and I dabble in golf a little bit. I guess that's probably two things I consider fun about me.
Okay. Now was this your first book?
It's my first book. Yeah, I've done some writing in the past, some short stories, stuff like that. This was the first thing I had written in probably 10 or 11 years. In our early 20s and mid 20s, I guess I did some music production stuff, and I wrote some lyrics for some guys, and I just kind of, I got into being a dad. I have two kids. I have a college freshman and a high school freshman.
Okay.
My high school freshman's my daughter, and I'm scared out of my mind about what that means, but I'm that overbearing, overprotective. I met her first boyfriend. I tried to break his hand.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm that dad. I'm that nobody's good enough for my daughter dad. But I hadn't written in so long, and whenever you brought up the opportunity, I kind of jumped at it. I was very excited about it, and the groundwork that you laid and the work that everyone else did was just amazing. My favorite part about the book was how everyone had their own perspective of the characters that we were developing, and everyone added their own flavor to each and individual character, and put a new trait of their personalities to it, that it made these people complete people. It wasn't just, this guy had a name or this girl had a name and they, had a job. It was, you got to know these people and their backgrounds, and there was, everyone told a different part of their story. It was so amazing. And everyone did such a wonderful job. I was thrilled to be a part of it. And I'm so excited about the possibilities of what we can do moving forward. It was such a fun project.
Did you hear what Nikki said? A movie. Like, she's like, it's so good it could be a movie, and it really could.
That's what I meant about the possibilities. I mean, it was, like I said, the characters have so much depth now, than when they first started out, because everyone put their own personal experience to it, because everyone saw those characters from some different perspective. We're all from different backgrounds and different families, even though we all kind of shared that same common ground of, going to Lamarck High School and knowing each other. But it just amazed me at the different turns that every character took, and I loved the way it came together in the end, and it had such a profound effect on me when I read the whole thing over again about how, I don't want to give away too much about the book for people who haven't read it or haven't a chance to know what it's about, but the way it ended was just it reached me, to where I'm excited about seeing what happens in a Lifetime movie. That would be fantastic. I think everyone would deserve for their work to be put out there. It was so good.
It was. Great job. It definitely was. I'm telling y'all, when this book come out, it's definitely worth the read. And Unique Collaborations came about because the next person that's about to speak, her name is Shametria Washington, and we went to school together since junior high. And every time I write a book, she thinks that she knows how I should finish it. And so the Unique Collaborations came about me having best friends who have inputs on my book writing. I'm like, well, if you think you can do the book, then write the book yourself, right? And so that's how Unique Collaborations came about. And so, yes, Miss Shay Washington. Wait, did we ask you all your questions? Did we ask you what did you like most about it? Did you kind of answer that already, Greg?
Yeah. It was great.
You kind of summed it all in?
Yeah.
Okay. Shametria Washington, tell us some fun facts about you.
I don't have any. That's my fun fact. Oh Lord, my fun fact. I love like forensic shows, like the gore, the murder, the crime. I love those type of movies. I like horror movies. That's my thing. So yeah, forensics. Blood, good, gore, mystery, Law and Order. Law and Order.
Was this your first book?
This is my first book. I don't know. Me and Nicole did put a magazine together in 4th grade. Okay. So it was all on notebook paper. So I don't know if that counts as a publication because it was displayed on the wall in Miss Epley's class.
So this is your second book, you're trying to say, right?
It's my second publication.
So, I'm not interrupting, but I'm looking at the comments, and for the question I asked you was a fun fact, and not somebody wrote on here, she's a natural comedian. For Shay's fun fact. So somebody added that in for you, Shay.
Okay. So let me find out. Let me find out who it is.
Okay, I'm not gonna say who that was. But we have Miss Erin on, we have Nicole on, we have Yolanda, my neighbor, on, and like I am so excited. We have some great people that's on today. And so, what did you like about the book writing process?
I like that I got to go after Greg. Yeah. That's what I like.
That's sarcasm. There may be a little hint of sarcasm going on.
Yeah. She was like, nobody wants to go after Greg. Oh, she called me crying like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, look, I'm studying. And she was like, but I said, Greg, give me this pen. Give me this typewriter. Let me do this.
Shay, you killed it. I don't know what you did. You killed it.
I was like, let me take this. Let me put a slight little spin on it. I'm like, yeah. I said, oh yeah, some good groundwork. But yeah, Greg laid some good groundwork. I'm like, yeah, I could definitely work with this. I could work with this.
Eric just posted, going after Greg is scary.
Look,
you got to be strong and from Lamarck. You got to be strong and from Lamarck. So,
you got.
Raychell just gave me something that said fill in the blanks. That's all I did. You set it all up. I was just following her. So I don't know what y'all talking about.
It was. I read that. I'm like, oh man, this is such good info. Oh man, this is good. Oh yeah. I'm like, this is a lot. I said I could go a lot of places with this. I can. So he it's like getting the baton from from in the 400, and you see them come around. They come with the baton. You be like, I got it. Let's go. So that's how I felt about this book. I really liked the team collab effort. And I'm like, Greg just set it off, blew it up. It's like, Pippen and Jordan back in the day. Went up for the layup. I was like, swoosh.
We're missing two people. We're missing Tia Cook. She was a super amazing part. I'm so sad that she was unable to make it tonight, but she adds some great chapters to the book.
Janelle the FCC on our backs now. The FCC might not let us publish this after Tia's chapter.
Okay, I wasn't going to say it since she wasn't on, but since she brought it up.
I was like, oh Lord Jesus. I had to cover one eye. I had to cover one eye and read the rest. I did. I was like, oh my goodness. Is somebody watching me read this? Am I supposed to?
Yes, Tia brought the spice.
She did. I'm like, that's too hot for me. This is hotter than Frank's Red Hot sauce. I can't take this.
I definitely cannot carry this book to church. Thanks to
Pastor won't be buying this one.
That depends on the pastor.
So
he might. He just might.
And I'm so sad that she's not on. And then Janelle John was another amazing piece of the puzzle. And she is not on today. Y'all creativity and y'all mind is amazing. I am honored that Unique Collaborations had y'all as my first book that's going to come out underneath my company. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I'm honored. I'm honored that y'all was able to do it. Y'all did an amazing job. Anybody who reads the book is definitely not going to be unhappy about the read. Like Nikki said, it may even become a movie because it's that dramatic. So before we get off, is there anything? Well, you know what? I forgot to tell them. So I am doing a contest where people can win. And so all you have to do, I'm going to leave y'all on. So just in case y'all have anything else to say while I read this off, y'all can be thinking about it. So you need to go to unmasking. Miss Kiki, are you on? If you on, can you please drop these links for me? Drop the links to Instagram, the unmasking. I need you to go to the first post and put like underneath it. I need you to go to our YouTube, Unmasking the Blueprint YouTube. And on the very first one you see, is she dropping them? I don't, I don't see Kiki name on there. So Kiki, can I get a hey or something so I can make sure you're on there? There's my daughter-in-law, Raychell. Hopefully she's dropping it. Maybe I just don't see it. So on YouTube, I need Unmasking the Blueprint. I need you to go underneath there and put sign me up. On the Podbean, I need you to go leave a message and like it. And then underneath this post, I need you to put done. So I need y'all to go run and do that real quick, because if you do that and you win, I made a template that's going to show you how to write your book in 30 days. I have tested it on a 13-year-old, and she did it in 9 days. So I did a test run on it in 9 days. If a 13, I think she's 12. If a 12-year-old can write a book in 9 days, y'all can write it in 30. So let's go. So I probably should have did. I thought it was going to be more people. Okay, there we go. So Kiki's dropping Podbean. I see it coming down. All right, can I get that YouTube and Instagram? So guys, we might be off, and it's okay, because we need to be live. That's what the contest says, right? So we need to be live. All right, anything else y'all want to add? They're like, don't put me on the spot.
I want to thank everybody involved. This was so much fun. especially with the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, it was so difficult. Chapters just got drawn out, and it was like everything going on. When I finally got a chance to sit back down and write chapter 7, I think, and do it again, it was not only was it fun, it helped with the stress of dealing with the pandemic and the kids being home full time and all the adjustments we had to make with our personal lives and our work lives. It was. I just want to thank everybody, especially Raychell, for putting this together.
Welcome.
It's been the most fun I've had, in a group like this ever. So thank you, especially Raychell. Much.
Well, I am so glad. You can find us under Raychell, my name, Raychell Penns, PNNS.com. And you're going to see a slot that says books, and you're going to see unique collaborations. I have another project that's coming out. It is, of course, going to be super amazing. So if anybody want to be a part of that, let me know. If you want to write a book in 30 days, let me know, because I do that also. But just so you know, these are husbands and wives and single moms. They have full-time jobs, and they was able to pull this book together. So if you're listening and you've been thinking about becoming a writer, but you're kind of scared and you're like, oh my goodness, there's no way I can do it, you can. Shametria is a nurse. Greg, what do you do, if you don't mind?
I am in mechanical engineering and sales on the distribution side of sales. So we sell commercial air conditioning equipment and products.
So you're probably super busy then.
And actually, believe it or not, it got real slow when the pandemic hit. The construction industry stayed strong for about the first 6-7 months, and then everyone just kind of backed off and dried up, and everything got put on hold, and we're just now starting to get back on it. And
want to get pulled back up.
Yeah, it's starting to get busy again, but we got a lot of ground to make up. But it's I'm blessed to have a job. That's all I care about is, can I feed my kids and pay the bills? So.
Exactly. Miss Nikki, what you do?
I work in the surgery department at a hospital.
So that means you're pretty busy too, right?
Yeah, but during the pandemic, it kind of slowed down because we wasn't allowed to do elective surgeries. So that took like majority of our surgeries away. We were only allowed to do urgent and emergent surgeries, which are where we still are right now. So it slowed down, then it kind of picked back up, and then it slowed down again. But I also wanted to say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for everyone that was a part of it. It was amazing. And again, I just love the way that every individual came to elaborate on what Greg said and brought their own little spin to the book. And the way that it all came together was amazing.
Awesome. Anything you want to add, Shay, before we go?
No, just the same. Thanks for the opportunity. Even though I had wanted to do something like this before, but I just wanted to be the Three Musketeers. But when this opportunity came, you was like, I know we haven't had a chance, whatever, but I got this other project that's coming up. And I'm like, well, while I have time, school break, let me go ahead and see what I can do. So, yeah, I was going to school and still had time. I might have been a day or two later than I wanted to be, but I got it in, and it was fun. I've always wanted to do it, but I would always get so far in the book, and then something would happen and I couldn't complete it. I would always start and I couldn't complete it. So this was the perfect format, actually, even for those who might, ADHD, any other whatever. This is good. You do your part and then you move on, and then you can see the whole picture come together at the end.
Exactly.
And it was just, it was unique, and I was ready for it. I didn't think it was going to be this big, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And like I said, thanks for the opportunity. It did give me a chance to, check something off my bucket list of things to do. So.
Well, I am definitely happy that y'all are on. I definitely appreciate everybody supporting the very first podcast. If y'all noticed in the beginning, we did the Blueprint Shuffle. Y'all know I have to be different and unique, so I want to get the Blueprint Shuffle in everybody's homes And so if you want to do the blueprint shuffle, send me an inbox and you will do it live on the show. Like while we're doing it, that people will see you doing it live. If you don't want to do it live, you can send me a copy of it via YouTube. You can post it yourself. You can post it on our TikTok if you like. You can post it on our Unmasking the Blueprint page. Doesn't matter. This is fun, knowledgeable. We want to drop nuggets on every show. And so I hope y'all learned something today. I hope that you learned that anybody can be an author if you put the effort in. I want you to know that Unique Collaborations is here for you. We're going to help you make that come into fruition if that's what you want. Okay? And so thank y'all so much for coming on today. Thank y'all for taking time out of y'all day for being on here. Miss Nikki Garrett, Miss Shametria Washington, Mr. Greg Willson. It's Willson. You know, I be tearing it up. Is that right? Is that right? Because I usually tear it up. And so I definitely appreciate it because I know y'all have families and things to do. And I definitely appreciate y'all being a part of Unique Collaborations. I can see Rochelle, my daughter-in-law. I can see Nicole. I can see Tracy. I can see Beverly. I can see my neighbor Yolanda. If anybody else is on, I love you and I thank you and I appreciate it. But the way it's set up, I can only see, I guess certain things. So I don't want anybody to feel left out. But I definitely appreciate everybody who is on. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to my husband, Ernest, him and my nephew, Donnell, they did the shuffle for us when they first came on. If anybody want to do it next show, which is Tuesday, come on, let's go. Thank you, guys. I will definitely make sure I post y'all book when it come out. Once y'all approve the edits and approve the book cover, because it's going to be epic. I will have y'all back on the show.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, you know what? Anybody have any questions for them? Somebody said, "Love you, ladies." Somebody said they all the way over here from Louisiana. People are saying, "Congratulations, congratulations." I don't think anybody have any questions for you. At least I don't see them. Okay. So, all righty, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Everybody take care.
Thank you.
Good night.
So people are saying they want a signed copy.